Do you want to increase your fertility? Do you have PCOS, and not only do you want to get pregnant, but you also want to feel healthy in your body? If that's you, then welcome to the PCOS Fertility Health Podcast. Hi, I'm Dr. Angela Potter, an integrative fertility doctor, and I'm here to share with you the tools and strategies that you need to turn around irregular cycles and get the best chance at getting pregnant when you have PCOS. Let's go. Hello. We are talking about this PCOS myth today that you can't get pregnant naturally when you have PCOS. So I'm going to unpack this for you so that you can understand these pregnancy possibilities for your body and how to get your body prepped for baby. Before we jump into that, I want to be sure, have you picked up your copy of the PCOS fertility checklist? This checklist contains the 10 essential items that you need in a fertility plan to get your body prepped for baby. So you can grab yours at drangelapotter.com/fertility. And I want to share some words that somebody wrote about this podcast. She writes, Dr. Angela Potter is such a valuable resource for information on getting pregnant with PCOS. Each episode is full of valuable information to help women on their fertility and pregnancy journey. Great info. Highly recommend that you take the time to listen if you have PCOS and are looking to get pregnant. Thank you so much for sharing those words, Lindsay. I am thrilled to have you here as a listener, and thank you for sharing what this podcast means to you. Right now, there is so much information going around that it is not possible to get pregnant with PCOS unless you are on medications or you have a procedure. There is information saying you cannot get pregnant naturally with PCOS. Now, here in my practice, I see things differently. And the way that I want to show you that things can be different is to share a story with you. Now, this person started working with me. I'm going to call her Julie. And before she even started working with me, she had been trying to get pregnant for 6 years. And most recently, she had seen her doctor, and her doctor had told her, well, your labs are fine, so we don't know what else to do for you. Here's a referral to IVF. And she was like, okay, I guess that's the next step. So she went to that first IVF consult, and it just did not feel like the right next step for her. And she was also still having irregular cycles. And so she kept thinking over and over, like, here I am, I still have these irregular cycles. Why are my labs normal? Like, what's missing here? And she really wanted to get to that root cause of why she was having irregular periods and figure out what her body needed before moving forward with IVF. And so she was committed to figuring out those answers for her body and for her health. And what was happening is that she was working with doctors who, in their medical toolkit, the only options that they had were medications and procedures. And that's why, after multiple medicated cycles that didn't work for her, her doctor was saying, well, just move forward to IVF. And that's why there's this myth happening right now about getting pregnant naturally with PCOS. Because these doctors, the only thing in their toolkits are medications. And so when women come into their offices, they take medications, some get pregnant and some don't. And so then they say, well, medications, those are the only options for pregnancy when it comes to PCOS. And for people like Julie, who really wanted to get that answer of why her cycles were irregular, why she wasn't able to get pregnant, even when she was on medicated cycle after medicated cycle that didn't work, the doctors who have that toolkit with medications, they just don't have the answers for that. So Julie, she did her research and she found me, and she started working with me through virtual sessions, and I was able to help her figure out the root cause of why she was having irregular cycles. I was able to find out in her labs what was happening that was setting her body up for irregular cycles, and then I was able to get her on a plan that turned those things around and get her to a place where she was cycling regularly. And 6 months after starting to work with me, she was pregnant. And now she is with her baby. So this is what I did for Julie, and this is what I can do for you. My fertility superpower is helping you get to the root cause of why your body is having irregular cycles, why you are not ovulating, and then get you on a plan so that your body is prepped for baby. My toolkit is huge. I have so many different options to use, effective options. Okay, yes, I have medications in my toolkit, but I don't use them very often because I have all these other things that I want to use first because I want your body to be prepped for baby, which means it's working as it's supposed to be working. And that means we're going to switch physiology around in this really cool way before needing to use medications. Now, medications aren't bad, of course, and they are necessary in certain instances. But in the world of PCOS and fertility and getting your body prepped for baby, they are a very small percentage of what needs to be used. So in my toolkit, I use nutrition. I have a background. I was a nutritionist before becoming a doctor. So this is what I did for Julie, and this is what I could do for you, is set up a nutrition plan that is specific to your PCOS needs, to your fertility needs, your egg quality needs, with meal plans and recipes, all about nutrition, all about how to create this fertile environment, getting your body prepped for baby with nutrition. And that's just one other thing in my toolkit. Yes, I've got other things in my toolkit. I have the ability to look at these other systems in your body that are affecting your hormones and your ovulation, and to see how that cascade is impacting your fertility. So we've got to work on this system over here that seems completely unrelated to fertility at first glance, right? I have the ability to look at your stress, to look at your blood sugar, to look at your sleep, your energy levels throughout the day, these different parts of your body that you're like, but why are we talking about my sleep? Aren't we talking about fertility and my lady parts? It's all connected. And that is what I do, is I put those pieces together for you. That's what I did for Julie. And look where she is now with her baby. And that's what I can do for you to get your body prepped for baby. In my toolkit are ways to evaluate gut health, to understand, is poor gut health contributing to your ovulation and your fertility struggles? And then get you on a plan that addresses those things. Do you see how different that is? And Julie, remember the beginning of the story? She had been working with a doctor who told her the only path forward is IVF. Here is a referral for that consult. Your labs are fine. I can't tell you why you're having irregular cycles, and I don't know what to do for you. And she was able to work with me, a doctor who was able to help her figure out why she was having irregular cycles, why she wasn't ovulating, and to turn those around so that she was able to get pregnant. You have that opportunity in front of you right now. If you are ready to get your body prepped for baby, then your next step is to sign up for a free PCOS fertility breakthrough session with me. You're going to sign up for that at drangelapotter.com/PCOS. It is possible to get pregnant naturally with PCOS. You just have to know how to put these pieces together. And I am here to help you with that. It is possible to get regular periods and to ovulate on your own when you have PCOS. I see this all the time in my practice, and women with PCOS are getting pregnant every single day. And you could very well be next. Hold on to that as you go forward today. If you want to support this podcast, you can leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or simply share this episode with your friends. And as a reminder, the information on this podcast is just that. It's information, and it should not replace the medical advice that you are currently getting from your doctor. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you right back here next Wednesday.